Create an alias in Windows XP. Back in school, I used to have a login file along the lines of, I'd like to do that sort of thing with my XP box here at work, but most of the resources I've found online seem fairly complicated and heavy-duty. Is there a way to do this that doesn't involve mucking about in the registry or running a large batch file? My original reason for asking this was that I only need the command line for one command in one specific folder, and I wanted to be able to get to that folder quickly when I launch the command line. But the accepted answer for this question is so good that I decided to ask about my original issue as a separate question. Change to default start folder for Windows command prompt.
Not many people seem to know about it, but you can use the Dosky built-in macro tool. The only issue is that it doesn't save. There are many ways to work around this though. Usage. ls will now do a directory listing just like dir would. If you want to use arguments with the commands, use this syntax. As for the workaround to make them save, save all aliases to a file in this format, and place it in one of the directories in your path. Name it something short like a.cmd, so when you open cmd you can type a to load your aliases. If typing at a and pressing enter seems too much work, throw this into your AutoHotkey script. Loading aliases automatically. You can change all shortcuts to cmd to point to %systemroot %system32 /cmd.exe/kc column /path / to /aliases.cmd, replacing c column /path / to /aliases.cmd with the location of your aliases file. If you typically run it from the run box, you can rename the cmd executable to cmd2.exe for example, and replace it with a script or another executable which launches the above command. I wouldn't really recommend this method as a lot of apps depend on cmd. Make a batch script and call it cmd with aliases, for example. Have it launch the above command and put this batch script somewhere in your path.
It's as simple as create a file with aliases, for example c:\bin/aliases. Create a file with all the stuff you want to run when cmd.exe is started, including loading the aliases with Dosky, for example c:\bin/cmd_autoruns.cmd. Create and run once a batch file, for example set_cmd_autorun.cmd, which will set the command processor autorun key to our cmd_autoruns.cmd. As an alternative to set_cmd_autorun.cmd, it is also possible to instead create a reg file like the one below and then merge it with a double click.
My answer is similar to Vryk's. I created a bat file that contained my macros, for example c:\winscripts \autoexec.bat. and then from a CMD prompt ran cmd/ to find the registry key to edit for the CMD autorun. Using regedit, add the path for your macro batch file to the autorun value, add the autorun key if it's not there. Now whenever you run cmd from the start and gt, run prompt, this autoexec.bat will also run and create the doski macros for you. By the way, where ice.cmd contains this, which searches your path variable for the term you provide.
A very quick and dirty way to have a ready shortcut that doesn't require a lot of fuss is to create a batch file named after the alias in one of the directories that are a part of the path environment variable. For example, I wanted to invoke Notepad++ through an alias, so I created npp.bat in c:\windows that contained the following. Now npp command can be used from any cmd shell, without art or run files and or excursions to the registry.